candies, y'all know it. Thank you. Looking good. Oh man, I can't sell my duds. Sam's Pace 81. Like, share, subscribe. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Really nice. Beautiful 56. Beautiful Grand Prix. I did that to be funny. I like seeing it cruise. It's a clean little Beamer. buddy. Nice. Oh, it goes too. Yeah. Got a tiger in your tank and in your seat too. Got a tiger in the tank and the seat.
Yep, one in the front that was misbehaving.
Oh, good. There's your louvered hood. A friend of mine that was asking me for louvers. That's going to cost you $2 a louver. Sam Space 81 here at the Woodward Dream Cruise. Let's do Sam Space 81. Welcome to the Woodward Dream Cruise. We're here just outside of Detroit, Michigan, filming the 2023 Dream Cruise. It's incredible. Appreciate your viewership. Let's rock and roll. Sounds killer. Chevelle ain't playing. Listen to that. That Chevelle is not playing properly.
Amanda! What's up? Hope you're having a good day. I hope this is a time for you. Good time for you. It should be late where you are, right?
That's a car.
I was thinking about you.
Thank you. Cool car. I love it.
While you're driving, yeah?
Shop in Texas, we used to build them.
Keep your eyes on the road. Yeah, I like playing volleyball. I used to play when I was younger. I haven't in years and years, but yeah, volleyball is a good sport.
Awesome.
I think it's your daughter that plays volleyball, right?
Cool stuff.
I know it's almost 9.
Love it.
I like that little montage you did for your kids, saying they're growing up fast. That was pretty good. It's funny seeing them as little kids. They all got Jordans on. Every year they have new Jordans. Later, this is late. This is late. You're my only viewer anyway, Amanda.
Great minds.
Everyone's already in bed. Oh, it was your niece's game. Oh, yeah.
Nice one.
Yeah, that's cool. Hopefully she won. You got the new 4s, yeah? Yeah, I know they were thinking about doing the black hats. I read they were going to release the black hats again, but I can never get them, right? Like, I don't know what it is, but I don't know if they don't release them the same as up in here in Canada, but and even like getting them on that date, it's hard to get them.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, post them, Amanda. I've been seeing a lot of your shorts that you've been posting lately, like of your food and your outfit that you went to bingo with, like all the money the money bag and the money shoes. That was good. All right, Amanda, stay safe. Thanks for stopping by.
Cool.
Frankie, smash a like, Frankie. That's right.
Very nice.
Yeah, I don't know if I have those
These
places
homes.
here in Canada, Amanda.
Ah,
I think it's only really like Foot Locker, and there's another one called JD Sports.
I used to
So
have
that would be
that
10
sale,
o'clock,
man.
Amanda. Here, that would be 10 o'clock. And then I usually see it for hours, so I go to 12. That's late. I'll see, though. I'm sure I will. All right, Amanda. Have a good night.
Cool, man.
Frankie, what's going
I
on?
always dug those.
It's going pretty good, pretty good.
Some guy looked
Yeah,
just
pretty
like
good.
Super Mario was in there.
Just enjoying the night. It was nice out today. I went for a walk earlier. It's nice out. What are you up to, Frank?
How's it going, man? How you doing, buddy? Doing good. Did you do all this? Cool. That's 57. Very nice. Love that 57. Dream car. Love it. Had a Viper on my wall when I was a teenager when they came out.
Decent cart return right here in ᴛɪ괰ɪᴛɪᴜ. Front of the store, right there. Looks like this lady's. Oh no! Oh no! Come on! I think she said, "What am I following you for?" Because I saw you had a
It's
cart
getting
and I
colder.
think you put it away where it belongs. So.
It was like
You didn't look at
30,
the cart,
like
did you?
32 the other last week.
Let's take a look. See.
So it's still a little bit hot, but yeah, it's getting a little bit colder.
Goodness gracious!
Starting to feel like fall a little bit.
You know what? I say not a terrible cart placement, quite frankly.
I'm sure
but
it's
at the same
always
time,
warm there,
not where
eh,
carts
Frank?
go. If you wanted to, let's say, load something, and
Love
how
it
you
if
doing,
it was
sir?
always
Great
warm.
t-shirt.
Getting sick of
If
the
you want to load
winter,
something
man,
to that
like-
back door, for instance, your rear
There's only
passenger
so much you can do.
driver's side door. That
I
cart.
wish I was by the way, like
I'm telling the Arketeers, I'm saying that if we take our
the
carts
beaches of
back, we don't leave
Florida.
them in the way of other people.
OM.
Yeah, there are plenty of carts, but what if
Hello,
somebody old in
sir.
that back seat that wants to open their door? Carnarg, yeah. What if somebody old's in that back seat and now they
Frank's
can't
here.
get out?
I
'cause you're
know.
parking
Have I
away?
seen him?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the
Maybe
tooth
it's magnet
pulled?
free. No, it's your job to move
Oh
it.
yeah,
You're the-
Frankie.
You're the lazy bones.
Yeah.
Shit on my fucking car.
It fell off.
Motherfucking mind.
No, my mind is the law.
You lost your motherfucking
The
mind.
one who lost their mind is the one.
Car, nigga. You got me fucked up. Back the fuck up. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Well, you should, because what if that's you someday?
Give a fuck.
What if someone left their car-
None of that. You doing too much. Get the fuck out of my
Man,
face.
you're not doing enough. What if you left? What if someone put their card right
200 bucks
there?
to your teeth pulled,
What's
yeah.
up? Didn't stick, Arketeers.
82 there,
Unfortunately.
yeah.
Let's see if she might have. Where'd it go, by the way?
Watch out.
People crazy out here.
Yeah,
People
man,
crazy. Exactly. Gotta watch out for these crazy people who love that. Love the-
You wanna fight?
No! I wanted you to put your car back.
Careful. You want me to gun?
Don't have a gun. I don't have guns. Oh, I mean, you can have a gun. I guess I don't know what the rules are in Wisconsin, but where'd she go? She's gone. I'm trying to know, where'd that magnet go? Kind of like bounced off, flew somewhere. Narcotics is always funny because like I'm scanning the how you doing? I'm scanning actively in these areas for where they put it, and you guys always, you detectives always find it later on somewhere. We'll find out. don't know what's going on behind me either. Did you have some questions about the cart narcs? Can I help you with any information?
Yeah, well, we get a lot of people around here, so we just don't
know who they are, what's going on.
You're fine.
Oh, thank you. Well, here's some stickers if you want to give them to anybody who might be a fan.
All right.
Thank you, young lady. You have a great day. Man, he's got a pre-placement going on, but he saved it, I think. Uh-oh. Is it too hard for... Oh, no. See, he wanted to do the right thing. He wanted to get that cart out of there and pull it over to the cart return. But it was just that much do you say? Pushed. Oh no, that's not where the carts go. Cart returns right over that way. Great job, man, by the way, bringing it back. Gotta love that. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, right around this way or that way, whichever way, or through the spots. That's the most difficult way. Thanks a lot, man. Awesome job, sir. Thank you so much. I saw the corner of my eye, and we have the biggest cart return. The front of the store is right there. Where's this lady going? Uh-oh. All right, she can make it.
Huh?
Oh, I was saying a prayer for you that you were gonna make it all the way to the cart return.
Oh, I was praying something. Man, I'm so hot.
Would you like me to do it for you?
Please.
You asked nicely, I'll do it for you. That's sweet of you.
Please take it.
Yes, ma'am, I will.
Because I'm so hot and I'm tired.
I hear that, but you were nice about it, so I'm happy to do it. Great job, sir.
Thank you.
You're very sweet, young lady. Okay, look at that. Two could have been bad results turned into two good results through the charm and niceness of the cart narcs. Alright, Narketeers, you can see great view here of the stadium from the cart return. West Milwaukee. Uh-oh, looks like we're gonna have a spot split. Somebody's yelling about something. Let's see if we can help out. That's not where the carts go, that's a spot split. So the cart returns right over here. It's just 2 spots over that way if you'd like to take the cart. Yeah, awesome. Exactly, it's not that deep. No, it's a volunteer position. So basically, thank you, by the way, you're doing a great job. So basically, we help out to keep, it's hard for these people to open their doors now, but thank you so much for doing the right thing. That's awesome. You guys help keep everything clean, orderly, helps to keep the places nice for the next person. Appreciate y'all. Oh, look at this. Full insertion. Great job. Thank you so much. You like a sticker? Great job. Thanks so much. Now, Narketeers, I'm not quite sure what's going on over here. There's 3 guys involved, so you gotta figure that's not an active car theft. And they're having a hard time doing it too. Like, real car thieves are boom, in and out, smash and grab, professionals. These guys are they're having a hard time of it, so. Even though the cart narcs are not car thief narcs, it's always good to have an extra pair of eyeballs out in your lots. Yeah, those guys, they are car thieves, they're really bad at it. Do you see what just happened? 4-way spot split, cart return there, cart return, it's kind of a cart return over there, but one right there as well. Certainly not supposed to go right there. Let's see if we can line them up. We'll address this in a minute. That's not where the carts go. Got a cart return right over that way. Awesome, thank you. I'll watch your running truck. Or in fact, I'll take it for you. I'll take it for you. You got it?
Thank you.
All right, just wanted to watch your truck or whatever. There's a guy right over there if you want to throw it to him too. Either or. Sure. You're Narketeers, as we always do. How are you, young lady? Very well. Glad you put your cart away, right? You always put your cart away, right? Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, sir. He's taking video of us in the wild, which we encourage fans to do. Thanks a lot, sir. Appreciate it. And I'm going to address, since I brought it up here in a moment. So these lot cops there's thank you, sir, different versions of these where they have the cameras. I've never actually seen one of these in use other than they make announcements or whatever. They've made an ad hoc cart return there. Don't love it, but it's not the worst thing in the world. As you can tell, that's not a parking space, obviously. The carts are secured at least one direction and 2 and 3 directions on each side because they're all pushed together. So these guys will be coming and getting those in a second. So again, not where the cart returns, especially this is a cart lot with ample cart returns. So don't love it, but it's not the end of the world because none of those carts are actively impeding any driving areas.
Is there to take care of you?
And good for him. Take it down and take the cart back. One of the things we do is we'll often highlight fun and interesting cars we see while out in the lots, and I think I've seen a version of this in a couple different ways, but this looks like a homemade one. As you can tell by the sticker here. So the idea obviously being that, much like Forrest Gump would, oh no, that's real, it's wiper tags. I guess that's the brand, so there's an ad for wiper tags. As this back wiper gets going, it'll be Forrest waving like he did on the shrimp boat. So love that. And wiper tags, you seem to be adding a little bit of fun and mirth into the world. So good for you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Cart Narcs out.
I know Trixie doesn't live there,
There are
Frank.
some moments in life that are so incredible that nobody would believe it if they weren't caught on camera. Today, we're gonna show you 40 of the most unbelievable moments ever caught on camera.
Let her move
so
in,
without
Frank.
further ado, make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on, and let's get started. Alright, starting off
Frankie's gonna
strong as
propose
you get
soon
to
anyway,
witness a
so
woman
she'll
whose
be moving
skeleton
in.
is made of jelly. Watch closely how the kid in the red jacket seems to blow up this bridge with some secret superpowers. Japanese people are some of the most
sensitive.
disciplined on Earth, which is masterfully displayed in their
Frank's shy
precision
too, you
walking
know, he's shy.
competitions.
Trixie!
Imagine all the pain and training they had to
What's
go through
happening?
just for a short moment of perfection. Meanwhile, I didn't even know walking could be this
Frank's in
entertaining.
pain, Trixie. You need to get over there.
No, this is actually not quite as fake as you may think. It's called ball lightning, and it's an extremely rare phenomenon. Its causes are still unknown to this day, and there's not even a generally accepted theory either. All we really know is that they exist, and it looks unbelievable and kinda terrifying. In the middle of this dramatic dolphin hunt, this 5-ton orca made an unbelievable breach, jumping above the water. At the Red Bull Rampage mountain bike competition, Kelly McGarry made an unbelievable backflip over a 72-foot canyon, which earned him a well-deserved silver medal. So these construction workers
What's up,
were told
Dan?
by their boss that they had to work late and wash his car. So they did, but they did
Thanks
so
for
with
stopping
one
by.
giant bucket of water. Priming for a big race, this jockey got a clock on the head from the horse next door and was still recovering from the blow when the race began, so his horse literally took off on its own. But get this, even without a jockey, this disciplined horse outran everyone else and managed to win the whole thing.
Grenoble is flying home from the back. Swilcan Bridge. Grenoble slightly hampered by the loose horse. Close home.
Doing a backflip move in figure skating is incredibly hard and obviously very, very dangerous, so much so that it was made illegal, and doing one in competition will get you disqualified. But back in 1998, French figure skater Surya Bonnelly didn't really care about winning. Instead, she wanted to leave a trademark, and she certainly did by landing a backflip perfectly. There are pilots who are skilled enough to do crazy low passes, and then there's this. I think the pilot wanted to ram him for recording vertically.
Wow, that's low.
Dams are obviously built to withstand incredible resistance, but if you don't relieve some of that massive pressure that builds up like this guy's doing, this is exactly what happens. And here's what it looks like when you open a dam gate after years of being closed. Check out these 1 in a million moments when fireworks are struck by lightning.
Wow.
Is that a two-headed anteater? Okay, no, I see it now. How long did it take you to figure out where the real head was? If you want your beer to be opened in a cool way by this waiter, then unfortunately you have to be prepared to sacrifice a little bit of it. At first glance, this bird, known as the golden pheasant, looks like it has cigarette butts all over it. But check out its amazing glow up when its cape is finally fully grown. The next unbelievable but also hilarious moment happened on a show called Billy on the Street. So here, Billy Eichner was doing interviews surprising strangers on the street with Emma Stone. But unfortunately, one of the people confused her with Emma Watson.
What's your favorite Emma Stone movie? Harry Potter?
Oh,
That's Emma Watson!
When security at a train station found a glass door was broken, they decided to check the CCTV footage. And well, it left them with even more questions. The Mayans were an ancient civilization that left behind tons of mysteries, and perhaps one of the most unbelievable mysteries is the weird echoing sound produced when clapping in front of the famous Chichen Itza stairs.
Here, sound comes back.
In case you ever wondered, this is what it looks like when a sea cucumber wakes up to eat. These little creatures feed on tiny particles like algae, which they gather in with 8 to 30 tube feet that look like tentacles surrounding their mouths. That'd be pretty terrifying if they weren't so tiny. Here's what it looks like when a nuclear weapon detonates 150 feet underwater. This nuclear weapon had a whopping yield of 8 kilotons and was part of Operation Hardtack in 1958, where the United States did a series of 35 nuclear tests. And while this particular bomb had a whopping yield of 8 kilotons, imagine how scary modern nuclear weapons would look in comparison, which now have an explosive yield of more than 10 times that. During a football match in South America, a dust devil, which are little whirlwinds with an upward motion, suddenly decided to join the game. This kid got a little too overwhelmed by the van commercials. Is this pure luck or just unimaginable skills? Professional motorcyclist Gary Rothwell did an unbelievable stunt where he dragged himself behind a motorcycle using titanium sole boots. The crazy stuntman even broke the Guinness World Record for the fastest speed dragged behind a motorcycle, and I don't think anyone will want to attempt to break that one anytime soon. Well, looks like Zeus didn't think that picture turned out well enough. He decided to spice it up. This guy's that one friend that you can't bring anywhere. wonder where he got those skills from. Is this the human version of Case from Interstellar? Here's what a typical workday looks like in Antarctica. This amazing eagle was trained to neutralize drones inside prohibited areas. Wow, it's a takedown and manicure at the same time. Sounds like a win-win situation to me, except for maybe the drone owner. Apparently ants really do exist. I mean, if you have a logical explanation for this, make sure to put it in the comments, because I'm beyond words. During this carnival show, a group of dancers left the public in disbelief when they managed to change their clothes at lightning speed. But of course, like with all magic tricks, this one also has an explanation. If you take a closer look, you can see how people below pull the clothes down and use flaps to cover the windows. I guess this plane just wanted to change its identity to a helicopter.
Alright, Trixie, thank you very much for stopping by. Really appreciate it. It's nice to see you too on Sunday. Had a good time there.
If you're a driver, you're of course aware of the photo radar machines
Friday,
that take
right?
pictures of cars who are breaking the law, speed limit, running traffic lights, things like that. But this driver must have had a 4-leaf clover tucked away in his pocket because a hero bird saved him from a $300 fine by interfering in the picture at the exact right time to block his license plate. Make sure to comment down below which of these clips shocked you the most, and please leave a thumbs up on the video and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on. See you next time!
Tried it. Black pudding has been around for centuries. Homer himself even mentioned the
How tastes?
Who needs a boring old sandwich when you can munch on some insect delicacies from Thailand, or maybe even try some ant larva tacos from Mexico? It may sound like a nightmare, but it's actually street food. The thought of deep-fried tarantulas and barbecued guinea pigs for snacks really gets my stomach rumbling with my dinner from last night. But hey, maybe this tour may well make you grateful for your own personal diet. Join us as we explore the 20 weirdest street foods in the world. Number 20. Balut, Philippines. Forget about your average hard-boiled egg. In the Philippines, they take things up a notch with the infamous balut. But what's balut, you may ask? Well, it's essentially a tiny duck fetus that's been boiled alive inside of its eggshell.
Oh, that's good.
To make this delightful dish, fertilized duck eggs are incubated for a whopping 20 days before they're then cooked to create a truly gruesome delicacy. And the best part? You get to slurp up a tasty broth before diving into the embryonic goodness. Sounds appetizing, doesn't it? If you're feeling brave enough to try balut, just head on over to the Philippines, where you can enjoy this delicacy with a side of beer. But let's be real, you're going to need more than just a beverage to wash down the flavor of partially formed duck. Number 19. Tuna eyeballs, Japan. Welcome to the land of the rising sun, where the seafood is fresh and the delicacies will have you second-guessing your taste buds. And if you're feeling brave enough, we've got a treat for you that will make even Indiana Jones's chilled monkey brains seem like child's play. That would be tuna eyeballs. Yes, it is the eyeball of a tuna. This delicacy that's staring right back at you from the market stalls. It's the ultimate game of chicken. Do you have what it takes to take on one of these beady little orbs? Now, I know what you're thinking, it's pretty gross, right? But hear me out. These bad boys are boiled and seasoned with soy sauce and rice wine, giving them the taste that's a cross between a hard-boiled egg and a squid. Who knew that eyeballs could be so versatile? But the best part, well, they're packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which is essentially for boosting your intelligence. So if you can get past the fact that you're chowing down on a tuna's peeper, you'll be one smart cookie. You may even change your name to Einstein. Who knows? Number 18. Fried tarantulas, Cambodia. Get ready for a snack that's going to make you want to crawl out of your skin. Fried tarantulas in Cambodia. These 8-legged critters were first eaten by Cambodians during a time of famine under a very rough regime, and now they're a popular deep-fried snack all throughout the country. Who needs potato chips when you can munch on some crunchy arachnids? But don't let their creepy, crawly appearance fool you. Apparently, they taste a little bit like crab, so it's kind of like eating seafood, but just with that little extra crunch at the end. Forget about plain old salt and butter flavoring, though. In Cambodia, they actually roll the tarantulas, poisonous when alive but delicious when deep-fried, in sugar or garlic to really
You don't have
spice
any
things
audio?
up. So, come
OM?
on, channel your inner Peter Parker and sink your teeth into some fried tarantula. Because who knows, perhaps you'll develop some superpowers. Be it spidey senses or some kind of goblin charisma. Maybe you'll develop a taste for these venomous arachnids and become the next big thing.
My audio
in
is
the
working,
world of
OM.
street food. Number 17.
I don't know
Mopane
why
worms,
yours wouldn't be
Zimbabwe.
working.
Our next delicacy puts every protein shake to shame. Step right up, ladies and gentlemen, and get ready to have your taste buds shocked and amazed by the newest addition to the snack world, Mopane worms. These brightly colored caterpillars will make you forget all about those boring old potato chips and pretzels, because these worms are so delectable that their guts have been forcefully removed before frying. Who needs guts? And that flavor? Well, it's like a party in your mouth. The health benefits? Don't even get me started. Let's just say that it might be your new best friend in the world of workouts. And hey, let's not forget about the cultural significance of Mopane worms. The locals have been snacking on these crawlies for generations, so it's time to get with the times and join in on the fun. You should head down to Zimbabwe's bustling market and try these delicacies out for yourself, because you never know, you may just end up loving them so much that you'll ditch your morning latte for a cup of Mopane worms. Number 16. Rocky Mountain oysters. Now I'm talking about a delicacy that's going to make your taste buds scream for more. Rocky Mountain oysters. And before you ask, no, they're not actually oysters. They could be cattle, pig, or even sheep's testicles that are peeled, floured, and then deep fried. They'll just keep the comments to yourself, because apparently there's a lot of fan base to these oysters. These great big balls of joy are a delicacy that'll have you wondering why you ever bothered with regular old chicken nuggets. And the best part is, they're cheap, so you can eat them without breaking the bank. You'll find these bad boys mainly in the West, where ranchers have had to get creative with their food sources. If you can fry a chicken, why not fry some balls? It's basically the same thing, right? And if you're feeling brave enough to try them, you're going to find that they're often served with hot sauce to add just a little bit of kick to your testicle eating experience. Despite opposition from animal rights groups against the castration of animals, the tradition of oyster fry still persists as a common ritual. Number 15. White Ants Egg Soup, Laos. Who needs traditional chicken noodle soup when you can have ant egg soup? This delightful Laotian delicacy combines the best of both worlds, the comforting warmth of a soup, and the added excitement of ant eggs, partial embryos, and baby ants. Now I know what you're thinking, ant eggs in my soup? That's gross, but trust me, it's worth it. The flavor is supposedly quite tasty, sharp, and delicate, and a little like shrimp. Plus, the baby ants add just the right amount of sourness. It's like a symphony of tastes in your mouth. However, don't worry, if you're still hesitant to give it a try, just pretend that you're eating a bowl of risotto. Because it's the same thing, right? Let's not forget about the health benefits either. Ant eggs are a great source of protein and other nutrients, so it may well be time to leave that kale behind. It's just embryos after all, no big deal. Number 14. ᴠɪ괱ɪᴛɪᴜ, Mexico. Have you ever heard of ᴠɪʱɪᴛɪᴜ? No? It's not a new exotic Pokemon, but rather a delightful delicacy that is sure to tickle your taste buds. You see, ᴠɪʱɪᴛɪᴜ is actually a fungus that infects corn and turns it into a blue-black tumor-like growth covered in spores. It sounds appetizing, right? Well, no. But calm down, amigos, because in Mexico they love this stuff. They call it ᴠɪʱɪᴛɪᴜ, which translates to sleeping excrement. Delicious. Now, why would anyone want to eat something that looks like a diseased corn cob? Well, trust me, this fungus does have a woody, earthy flavor that's going to make you forget all about its unappetizing appearance. Maybe by making sure that you're never trying anything new again. ᴠɪʱɪᴛɪᴜ is like the Lady Gaga of the culinary world. It's unconventional, bold, and definitely not for the faint of heart, but mostly it's just hard to handle. Number 13. Shiokara, Japan. Hold on to your stomachs because now we're about to delve into the world of shiokara, a Japanese dish that's sure to knock your socks off, and maybe even your lunch too. This delicacy is made from the finest selection of sea creatures, and by finest, I mean their heavily salted and fermented viscera. It's all served raw so you can enjoy the full experience of the slimy, vicious paste, because who needs cooked food anyways, right? It is the 21st century after all. But don't worry about that taste. The dish was famous back in the 11th century for being a nutritious meal with a reasonable amount of vitamin D. And who doesn't love a little bit of fermented animal guts in their diet? These days, shiokara is considered a ᴠɪ괛ɪ, which means rare taste. And by rare, I mean that most people would rather eat their shoes than a spoonful of this salty, spicy concoction. Grab your bucket, because things are about to get real. And who knows, maybe you'll even develop a taste for this funky delicacy yourself. Stranger things have happened, right? Number 12. ᴠᴱ, Italy. Now we'll talk about the famous rotten cheese from Sardinia called ᴠᴱ. It's not your ordinary cheese that's just gone bad. No, this one is special because it's filled with cute little white thingies we normally would call a maggot. These little creatures hatch inside of the cheese and begin burrowing around, digesting all of the fats. That results in a cheese that's weeping and tongue-burning, but apparently still considered to be a delicacy. But hey, no worries, it's not just any kind of cheese, it's actually a living product. That's right, it's so alive, you can actually see the maggots with your naked eye. How appetizing! What's the secret to making ᴠᴱ? Well, it's simple. You just take some pecorino cheese and fill it with the larva of the cheese fly, and voila, you have yourself a cheese that's been brought to its final stages of fermentation. You know, the flowing one. Do you have the heart to butter up your sandwich with cheese that has a little bit of maggots on the side? Let me know in the comments down below. Number 11. ᴘᴱ, Philippines. If you're feeling daring and want to try something new, you should head to Manila and hit the streets for a truly unique barbecue experience. You'll smell it before you see it, the tantalizing scent of grilled meats wafting through the air. But hold on to your stomachs because what's on those skewers may well surprise you. Get ready for ᴘᴱ, a delightful Filipino dish that's made from marinated, boiled, and grilled chicken along with pork intestines. That's right, intestines! But don't worry, they're cleaned inside and out multiple times before they hit the grill, so you won't be chowing down on anything too gross. Or will
Trail
you?
dog!
Wink wink, nudge nudge.
What's up?
It's chewy, it's soft, and when it's piping hot off the grill, it's smothered in chili sauce and is absolutely delicious. And let's be real, if you're a fan of the hit show Fear Factor, you're practically obligated to give this one a try, especially if you're feeling brave and want to impress your friends with your culinary courage. Because who knows, you may just become the next Anthony Bourdain, or you may end up with a stomachache. Number 10. Wasp Crackers, Japan. Are you tired of snacking on boring old chips and pretzels? Do you crave something with a little more sting? Well, then do I have the treat for you. Introducing Wasp Crackers, the perfect snack for anyone who wants to experience the thrill of eating bugs without the hassle of having to catch them themselves. Let's not forget about the digger wasp, the star of the show. This little guy has a mean sting, so you should be sure to have your EpiPen handy. Who needs a boring old peanut allergy when you can have a wasp allergy? It's like playing Russian roulette with your immune system. But where did this genius idea come from? Well, it is the brainchild of a Japanese fan club for wasps and a local cracker baker. There's a fan club for everything.
Trail Dog, can you hear the stream
Who knew
audio?
that these stingers had such a devoted following, though? How do they get the wasps into the crackers? Well, don't worry, it's a simple process. The wasps are captured by the fan club members and then boiled and dried before being added to the rice cracker mix. It's easy peasy, and it's grossly squeezy. But seriously, let's not knock it until we've tried it. Perhaps wasp crackers will be the new avocado toast in the end. Number 9. Eskimo, Mexico. Get ready to hop on the bandwagon of the latest hipster food trend. Insect caviar, or as the locals would call it, Eskimos. Why settle for regular caviar when you can have one that's made from ant larvae? And who cares about sustainability and ethics when you can show off your coolness by eating the latest trendy food on Instagram, right? And forget about boring old cottage cheese, because Eskimos are here to revolutionize the health food game. Now you can eat something that's both trendy and healthy, plus with a buttery, nutty taste. It's practically like eating a stick of butter without the guilt. Let's not forget about the luxury factor, Mexican caviar. Doesn't that just sound fancy? Because you know, your friends are going to be so impressed when they see you eating ant larvae like a true foodie connoisseur. What are you waiting for? Head on over to Mexico City and the surrounding areas to indulge in this exotic delicacy, and don't let the fact that you're eating ant larvae ruin your appetite. Just pretend that you're enjoying it. Number 7. Mice Wine, China. Move over, Merlot, because there's a new wine in town that's going to make your taste buds scream for mercy. That would be baby mice wine. Filled with tiny rodents that haven't yet opened their eyes, why bother with the boring old fermented grape juice when you can just have a little bottle of dead mice? It's like a protein shake, but for vampires. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm certainly screaming on the inside. This Chinese health tonic is not for the faint of heart or the strong of gag reflex. The little mice are cruelly snatched from their mother's loving embrace and then tossed inside of a bottle of rice wine while they're still alive. Then they get to marinate in there for about a year, giving the wine a delightful taste of raw gasoline. Maybe we can set ourselves on fire after having a sip of this. Some say this disgusting concoction can help with asthma, but others say that it's just a way to torture animals and make a quick buck. For most people, they don't care about animal cruelty when they've got a trendy new drink to post on their Instagram, now do they? Number 7. Winkles, England. Now let us venture to the English seaside, where sand meets the sea, the ice cream meets the cone, and the snails meet their boiling demise. That's right, you may never look at them the same again. The Brits love to chow down on tiny sea snails, which they soak in salt and vinegar to give them that extra zing, because nothing screams delicious like a slimy vinegar-soaked mollusk. They might look slimy and unappetizing, but don't let that fool you. They've been boiled and seasoned with salt and vinegar, so they're practically a gourmet delicacy. Eating seafood like winkles, whelks, and cockles is practically saving the planet one slimy snail at a time. But if you're not feeling adventurous enough to try these little guys, don't worry. Just stick to good old fish and chips and enjoy the salt and vinegar without the added protein. If you find yourself on the west coast of England, be sure to ask for a side of these slippery little creatures, and don't worry about the hassle of getting them out of their shells, because that's half the fun, right? Or maybe not. But hey, it's all part of that seaside experience. Number 6. Jellied moose nose, Canada. Now get ready for the ultimate Canadian delicacy, jellied moose nose. Yes, nose, as in the part of the moose's face that most of us try to avoid at all costs. Because who cares for fancy cuts of meat when you can go straight for the facial features?
Well,
don't let that stop you from diving headfirst into this delicacy, though.
What was
the
it,
moose
Lee or
nose
something,
is boiled
right?
with onions and spices, and then meticulously de-haired before being boiled again and sliced. Just when you thought that things couldn't get any more glamorous, it's then covered in broth that sets into a lovely jelly.
There was just a flood in Libya, I think it was.
Lovely. If you're lucky enough to try jellied moose nose, you'll experience a chewy and tender or gelatinous texture, depending on which part of the jelly you're chomping on, with a flavor that's similar to corned beef. It's like a fancy version of lunch meat, really. This dish is a hit at potluck feasts of indigenous communities, and it's no wonder why. Let's move on from the same old filet to our brand new favorite. Our favorite thing to despise, maybe. Number 5. ᴠɪ괱ɪᴛɪᴜ, Greenland. Nothing like a big hunk of frozen whale skin and blubber
this
to
storm's
start
not
off
gonna be
your
too
day,
bad
right?
for you, Trail
It's
Dog.
like biting into a chewy, nutty piece of licorice, all sorts,
Hope you're in
with
a
the
good
added
spot.
bonus of being good for your vitamins. But just don't forget to take
Hope you're
out your
prepared.
dentures before diving in, that is unless you want a one-way ticket to the dentist's chair. ᴠɪʱɪᴛ is the traditional Inuit dish of choice, consisting of chunks of bowhead, narwhal, or beluga whale skin and blubber. And the best part, it's served raw or pickled, depending on your mood. The skin has a delightfully elastic texture that'll make you feel like a kid again, while the blubber melts in your mouth like butter on a hot summer's day. And if you're feeling fancy, you can even deep fry it and dip it in soy sauce for that extra oomph. Sure, it may look like a black cap of skin with serrated layers of gray or
Yeah, I
white or
think the
soft
stream's
pink
fine,
white
Trail
blubber,
Dog. I don't know.
but who cares about appearance?
Oh, I'm saying
You
he's
have a
having
taste
trouble with it.
explosion in your mouth. Don't worry though, it's not like you're eating a cute and cuddly dolphin. Number 4. Blood Sausage, UK. Are you looking for a food that will really get your blood pumping? Then look no further than black pudding, also known as blood sausage. Who wouldn't love the idea of eating a sausage that's stuffed with congealed pig's blood, onions, and various spices? It's like a party in your mouth, except that party guests are all coagulated blood cells. But don't knock it till you've tried it. Black pudding has been around for centuries. Homer himself even mentioned the sausage filled with fat and blood in the Odyssey. And if the ancient Greeks were into it, well then who are we to really argue? But it's not just the British who enjoy this delicacy. The Spanish, the French, and apparently even the Scottish all have their versions. And so, the next time that you're having a full-on British breakfast, don't be afraid to embrace the black pudding. Sure, it may look like something that you've scraped off the bottom of your shoe, but trust me, it's well worth a try. Number 3. Crocodile, Australia, Africa, Philippines, and Indonesia. It's time to forget about those boring old chicken wings because there's a new exotic meat in town, crocodile. While I'm talking about the scaly, sharp-toothed reptile that's often associated with danger and adventure. But fear not, because in many parts of the world, the crocodile meat is actually considered a delicacy and is farmed for your dining pleasure. From Louisiana to China, people just can't get enough of crocodile. It's like chicken, but with a little bit of crab thrown in for good measure. In Australia,
Yeah.
it's so fancy that
Yeah,
it's
much
actually
to the storm
reserved for
out there,
special
geez.
occasions and fine dining in restaurants. In Indonesia, they'll even put it on fried rice and croquettes. Who knew that crocs could be so versatile? It's like the Wagyu
Yeah,
beef
not
of the
too bad out
reptile
there.
world, except it can actually kill you. The Philippines also love a good croc meal and use it in dishes like adobo, sinigang, and the national dish called kilawin. Indonesia uses
can't hear
crocodile
me,
meat
OM?
as a topping in fried rice dishes. And because why stick to the boring old beef or chicken
Can't
when
hear
you can
me,
add
OM?
a little bit of danger and excitement to your meal? In South Africa, crocodile meat is popular, featured in dishes like peri peri croc, crocktail risotto, and even some of their popular soups. Now, because nothing says comfort food like a soup that's made out of a predator. Don't worry though, environmentalists and animal rights activists, because crocodile meat is usually farmed and not hunted. You can enjoy your peri peri croc without the feelings of guilt about contributing to the decline of a protected species. And if you're feeling adventurous and want to spice up your meat game, you should give crocodile a try.
Okay, OM.
It's high in protein, it tastes like chicken and crab, and comes with the added excitement of potentially being attacked by a reptile. Really, what more could you want in a meal? Number 2. Frog legs, France. Well, look who's fancy now, eating the legs of a little amphibian that hops around and says ribbit. Who would have thought that would be a delicacy? But hey, when you're in France, you should do as the French do, right? Frog legs, also known as a French word I can't pronounce, are served in a variety of ways in French cuisine. Grilled, stewed, stir-fried, baked, boiled, sautéed, and even battered and fried. So why not just put it in a blender and make a smoothie while you're at it? But wait, there's more. These slimy creatures are also loaded with nutrients like protein, omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin A, and potassium. So not only are you indulging in some frog legs, but you're also doing your body a favor. As for the taste and texture, it is a culinary mashup of chicken and fish, because who doesn't love a good Frankenmeal? Hop on over to your nearest French restaurant and give those little frog legs a try, because it's sure to make Kermit jealous. Or just disappointed. Number 1. Starfish, China. Welcome to the coastal city of Qingdao, where the seafood is fresh, the beer is cold, and the culinary adventures are endless. From savory dumplings to spicy noodles, there's no shortage of delicious dishes to try. But have you ever considered stepping outside your comfort zone and sampling something truly unique? Something like starfish legs.
I don't know how they're able to do that.
The starfish may not be the most glamorous creature on the menu, with its armor and tube feet, but don't judge a starfish by its spines. Just break off a leg and get ready for a flavor explosion. It's like the brain of a crab or sea urchin, but with a greenish hue and texture that's so soft and moist that it's practically begging to be eaten. Now, I won't sugarcoat it. Getting to that delectable starfish meat can be a little bit of a challenge. It's like trying to open a present that's been wrapped in cactus spines. However, don't worry, the reward is well worth the effort. Just make sure to keep an eye on your stomach, because who knows, that starfish might just regenerate and say hello once again. One thing's for sure, this is not your average seafood dish. It's a unique experience that's sure to leave a lasting impression. So the next time you find yourself in Qingdao, don't shy away from the starfish legs. Embrace the unknown and savor the flavors. Because after all, life's just too short to stick to the same old dishes all the time. Thanks for joining us. Did you find it weird and disgusting, or did it entice you for a food tour? Let us know in the comments section down below, and I'll see you.
Escargot, yeah, that's one of the big ones. That's snail, right? I know, I'd probably try caviar one day, though. That's one thing I probably would try. That's like fish eggs, right? Yeah, I'd probably try caviar. I don't know why YouTube has the little heart in the bottom of the chat. Like,
this is the
can't see
Sphere,
what
Vegas's
the whole,
newest,
the
most
whole,
ambitious,
thing the
and
person
most
typed is.
eye-catching attraction to date.
I don't know why they do that.
And although its exterior
on my side
is
says
impressive on its own,
escargot,
what lies inside
that,
is actually far
and then I
more
can't
interesting
see
than you
what
might
it says,
think.
and then I
Let's
see
take
delicious.
a closer look.
I don't know why they have it on there.
The city of Las Vegas is famous for its unique and over-the-top architecture. Its resorts and casinos are some of the most iconic structures in the entire world. From the Venetian to the Bellagio and the MGM Grand, everything about Vegas is built around the idea of magnificence and extravagance. And so, the construction of a building as crazy and ridiculous as the Sphere is just another addition to the city's unique skyline. But what exactly is it, and why is it being built? The Sphere is a music and entertainment arena located just a block away from the world-famous Las Vegas Strip. At more than 100 meters tall and with a diameter of 150 meters across, it now holds the world record for being the largest spherical structure in the whole world.
Yeah, it's okay,
This record was previously held by the Avicii Arena in Sweden.
I was just talking about the little heart they have in the
Constructing
chat.
such a behemoth doesn't come cheap.
I don't know why they
In
have
its
it. It
entirety,
blocks
the
the
project
chat.
is estimated to cost as much as $2.3 billion. This makes it the most expensive entertainment venue in Las Vegas's history. Given its sheer size and almost perfectly spherical shape, construction was no easy feat. The engineering behind this building required lots of complicated math. But don't worry, we won't go into any detail here, although the developers were nice enough to share the formulas on their website. Yeah, right. Whatever any of this means. Since this project was the very first of this scale, it required the use of specialized equipment. That's why one of the largest cranes in the world was transported all the way from Belgium to lift some of the heaviest materials. Funnily enough, the crane itself was so massive that it had to be assembled using another crane over a period of more than 2 weeks. One vital piece that required special lifting was a steel compression ring that serves as the topmost part of the structure's frame. Although it doesn't look like it, this part alone weighs as much as 2 Boeing 757s. Its deployment would not have been possible without the specialized crane. Once the last final touches have been completed, the Sphere will be able to accommodate as much as 18,000 people all at once. But aside from the concerts, the venue is also planned to be used for award shows, product launches, and even esports tournaments. The creators of the Sphere are already planning to build a similar structure in London, and eventually plenty more around the world. But one question that many of you might be asking right now is, why build a sphere? Well, the answer is actually fairly straightforward. Because it's Las Vegas, and because they can. From the outside, the structure is unlike any of the other buildings around it. And though it might stick out like a sore thumb in the city's skyline, that's precisely what it wants to be, and what Vegas is known for. Over-the-top architecture that catches your eye from miles away. And believe me, its exterior will definitely catch your eye. On the 4th of July, Las Vegas tourists and residents were given a glimpse of the sphere's true form. A total of 1.2 million individual LEDs lit up for the very first time. In a spectacular display of light and color, the building made itself known to the entirety of Vegas. People on the ground and online were quick to talk about the insane nature of the structure and the engineering work behind it. At almost 56,000 square meters, the structure's exterior display isn't just the single largest LED screen in the world, it's also the largest video-capable screen of any kind. To put this into perspective, the size of this display is more than 60,000 times that of an average 55-inch TV that you probably have at home. With a screen wrapping around the entire structure, the venue can be transformed into absolutely anything you can think of. Spherical objects such as the moon, a basketball, or even a human eye are just some of the things that have already been displayed. Companies are even eyeing the possibility of using the display as one giant billboard for advertisements, which is a huge opportunity for both advertisers and the creators of the sphere. When the project was first announced in 2018, its creators envisioned an experience that would redefine the future of live entertainment. As the entertainment capital of the world, there's no shortage of music venues and arenas in Las Vegas. So in order to stand out, the Sphere had to offer an experience that couldn't be had anywhere else. And they certainly achieved this. For one, the interior will feature a massive wraparound LED screen that follows the dome's curvature. Though it is quite small compared to the behemoth one on the outside, the indoor screen is still impressive on its own. With a total surface area of 15,000 square meters, it will be the largest and highest resolution wraparound display in the whole world. To create the best possible content for this incredible screen, the creators behind the MSG Sphere had to engineer their own unique camera system, called the Big Sky. This system is one of the most powerful in the world, allowing for 18K footage with 120 frames per second. If you're not familiar with these numbers, trust me, this is a lot. But not only that, the venue will also be equipped with some of the most advanced and cutting-edge audio technology. It will boast an impressive spatial audio system consisting of more than 160,000 individual speakers. This means that everyone inside will experience the same audio quality. Even someone in the furthest seat from the stage will perfectly hear what's happening. This would also allow for playing multiple languages at once. The person next to you might be listening in Spanish while you are listening in English. The president of the Sphere has even described the audio by saying it'll be headset sound without the headset for every seat in the house. But the experience doesn't stop just with the audio-visual. Some 10,000 of the seats will have haptic technology installed on them. Viewers will physically feel the on-screen experience in real time. In addition, 4D elements such as wind and scent are also present. Creators will be able to create an experience so realistic that fans will start to question their reality, says the Sphere president in a presentation. The technology behind all of this is still pretty much brand new. Because of this, an entire production studio meant to create content just for the venue was opened in 2022. This studio aims to partner with different filmmakers and musicians to create one-of-a-kind experiences for the Las Vegas Sphere and future spheres. Although the feedback for this insane building has so far been mostly positive from all over the world, there have been valid criticisms over its construction. Some Las Vegas drivers have raised concern over the Sphere being a little too distracting. With its extremely bright lights, some people are worried about the safety of driving around the arena. Because of this, officials have constantly been working with the local government in order to come up with safety regulations. Another criticism is one that's aimed at its future London location. This project has recently gotten approval from the local government to create a similar exterior display with millions of LEDs. However, residents are worried that the building will cause too much light pollution in the area. According to residents, such a bright building could only be possible in a city like Las Vegas, not in a developed urban and residential area such as Stratford in East London. Despite all of this, one thing is certain. The Las Vegas Sphere is an engineering marvel, the likes of which the world has never seen before. Only time will tell if it's going to be a success. What do you think of the Las Vegas Sphere? Let us know in the comments down below.
I think it's cool.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see
I
you
didn't
in
know
the next
the inside
video.
was like that. I wasn't sure what to expect. I showed that video on my stream I had last week, but got taken down because I showed a Vice City video, and I guess it was copyrighted.
He has no right to take any pictures of anything that goes on inside our shop.
Fine. I'm going to ask you nicely. I'm going to ask you nicely.
He doesn't have any right.
I'm going to tell you one more time to turn your camera around. He's still standing here in front of me, a strange man. I want his camera confiscated.
One of my favorite baits this time of year is a mullet. I really love mullet. Hey, how you doing, sir?
What's going on?
Oh, not much. How you doing, young man?
Get this out of here.
Aren't you a lawyer? You're not
Get this out of here. Okay, I'm meeting with a client. You can't film it.
I'm about to meet one of my fishing clients.
Trail dog.
I'm sorry?
I'm about to meet with one of my fishing clients.
You can't film my office.
No, I'm doing a fishing show. I'm just doing a fishing show.
Get it out of here.
No, I'm doing a fishing show. One of my favorite. Y'all catch anything around here? What's y'all favorite bait to use around here? You guys want to start a fishing show? Well, I'm just saying, guys, what's your favorite bait to use around here? You like using mullet or shad?
Please take your camera off us now.
Oh, it's not on you. I'm just doing a fishing show.
Then move the thing away. Turn it the other way.
No, because it will compromise the framing.
I don't care. Turn it around.
Oh, I'm just doing a fishing show.
I don't care what you're doing.
I don't think you guys understand, though.
Yeah, I don't think you understand. You don't understand.
Turn your camera around.
No, I'm just doing a fishing show.
I'm going to tell you one more time to turn your camera around.
Oh, but you want to start a fishing show?
I want you to turn your camera away from my face now.
Okay, but...
Turn it!
But I'm just doing a fishing show. Okay, fine, I'll turn it.
You're an ass.
Get the police now.
I'm calling them. Some guy out here taking our pictures and he will not leave. Please send the police now. I don't feel comfortable. Please, officer, please send the police. I'm a woman, I don't feel comfortable. He's still standing here in front of me, a strange man. Okay, please.
If you were with me on an island, I'd catch all the fish for you. You'd feel comfortable. While we wait for the police, you guys want to tell me about the species of fish around here? Since you want to start a fishing show? Can I tell you a little bit more about what I'm doing? I'm getting B-roll. Should I wait here with you guys, or... I don't know how the process goes.
This guy is trying to film inside my office for a meeting with a client.
I want his camera confiscated. I want my picture off there.
Also confiscated?
Take his phone. And he doesn't have my permission to have me on there.
Sir, do you mind coming over here now?
Oh yeah, come over here.
And I'm supposed to feel safe?
Okay, I'll come inside. Yeah, he's filming my client in my office. He's got no right to do that.
Okay. It's for a fishing show, though.
Nope.
My door will be locked. You can knock.
I was talking to her earlier. I'm friends with her. Yeah. How you doing?
Hi, I'm Alex with the Louisville Police Department.
Nice to meet you.
Is there like any reason that you were in there, or?
Oh no, I didn't go inside.
All right, can I just get your name and everything?
I usually kind of keep it anonymous. I just like to chill. I'm one of the most wanted fishermen in East Coast. So right when I say who I am, it's gonna be flocks of people coming here.
Okay, do you just have your ID then instead of saying it out loud?
Oh shoot, even that. It's like a whole thing. It gets complicated.
He doesn't have any right to use my building for his commercial purposes. Absolutely. Come on in.
You mind if I join too? You guys mind if I join too, just so we can keep the fire? Is that cool if I join too? One of my favorite baits is mullet. I think I told you guys that already. Oh, hi, how you doing?
Okay. You are going to need your ID to know who you are. You're saying that you were tapping on the window?
Not true.
Do you have any video of before I was here so I can see?
Yeah, I've been running the whole time.
What kind of fishing show you got?
Strictly fishing with fishing on.
Strictly fishing?
Strictly fishing with fishing on. You already know.
All right.
Should I come in there with you?
No, I don't think you want you in here. So.
Oh, okay, I got you. I was just making sure. I thought maybe you guys switched up. You let me go inside this time. All right, Lane. Appreciate you guys respecting the rights of the citizens. Much love, guys.
What are we doing?
You and I?
Huh?
Oh, I didn't know we were together.
Better now, Trail Dog, yeah?
Wait, what's with your camera? Look at my top.
You're all caught up,
Oh, yeah, I'm just doing my fishing show out here.
Oh, in here?
Oh, no, out here.
Can we do it somewhere else?
Like is it you and I?
No, like the camera.
Oh.
It was looking like you guys were filming in here.
Oh wait, now who got you guys? Is me and you?
You?
Oh, I
saw
see.
the camera waving in here. I was just asking what you were doing.
Oh, it was waving in there?
You.
Well, I was waving in there.
With the camera.
I was in there waving with the camera?
Never mind.
Alright, have a good day, young lady.
You know what you're doing.
Alright.
Can you move down a little more then?
Oh, yeah, the dang purple light now, hey. She's got dogs there, hey. What's that?
Can I help you?
Oh, no, thank you, I appreciate that.
Say again?
Oh, no, thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah, we're not allowed to do this because we have don't film me. I'm not giving you permission to film me.
Oh no, it's a fishing show. You can be featured on the best fishing show in New Jersey.
No, I don't want to be on this, but they have to sign a waiver.
Okay.
In order for you to take pictures of them, I would have to sign a waiver or you could get sued.
Oh, perfect. I'll be waiting on the waiver then.
Okay, so please.
I'll be waiting on the waiver.
Please don't take pictures of the dog. You're not allowed to.
Oh, you can tell the dog he can sign a waiver.
You're not allowed to sign. You're not allowed to do that. I don't want to call the police on you. Please.
No, we can say please.
Please, let's go. Just move it along. Please,
I got
because
you.
that's the owner in there and he's very upset. So please.
Oh, I see. He's not a dog person.
No, he is a dog person, but you're not allowed to film somebody's animals.
I need the waiver.
You're not allowed to film me either. So if you film me and post me, I will sue you.
Oh, that sounds chill. Yeah, you got a body camera like me?
I got a microphone. I mean a phone.
Oh, I see.
Why are we recording them?
Now, by we, you mean me and you?
You keep bending over inside our shop.
I was bending over inside the shop?
Recording you as well.
Okay, can you stop recording me, please?
Can you back up a little bit?
Can you stop recording me, please?
You're not allowed to do this.
I'm gonna call the police.
You're going to say please? Alrighty.
Can you call the cops?
No, they've already been contacted.
Okay, because he's not freaking
Take his picture.
Literally. I don't have my phone. You have his phone?
Yeah.
You guys want to star in a fishing show?
You need to leave, sir. This is a little ridiculous of you.
You guys can star in a fishing show.
Take his fishing picture. Take his hat.
Okay. You got his picture. Cops already been called, so it's okay.
Thank you.
You need a waiver, otherwise I'm
People
gonna
think
sue
it's
you.
against the law
That's what
to
that
be
lady said. I
filming
know, it sounds ridiculous, huh?
in front of
I'm just exposing the
stores
ridiculousness in there.
and different offices.
I know one.
But it's not. In the States, it's a part of that. I think it's the First Amendment.
You're not allowed to do this. I don't know what you're doing.
Are you just blocking the dogs?
You know, to like
sir, are you put your right next
banks
to my
and
phone?
they'll just like
I'm
film
gonna
out
ask you
front.
property. I'm gonna ask you nicely to
They'll
move.
go inside
Okay.
courthouses,
be nice
inside
to
police
you might get a
stations,
more
inside the
time
lobby. And supposedly, like, you can film there.
Because
You
the
just
next thing
can't
you do
go
is
in
take the
because it's a
fucking phone and throw it. Where are you
public
from,
space.
redneck?
People don't like it.
Let me call them now.
But this guy's trolling though. Like,
Remember, I can do
he's
double
making
from
fun
here.
of it,
Don't try
right?
nothing
Like,
slick. I'm just filming this cute dog get by some dude
you know,
with
if
a
you
weed
like
waker in
like
his
on
hand.
my streams, I just walk by and film,
We have a
and it's legal. But you know, I could also do this. I could also just film in front of stores and stuff like this. But
Make sure you're smiling for the camera.
Okay, you too.
Oh yeah.
Do you both smile for each
yeah,
other?
they're afraid of the camera. They don't want to be filmed.
Come there, I got a cool angle. Come over here. You gonna stand there being stoic? Or you gonna come over here and get fun?
That's my better angle. You got it?
Yeah, hold on. The lighting in the background's a little bit overexposed. Do it again. They do dog grooming in there? You ever do dog grooming? I used to have a little shih tzu. She get them dingle bears on her fur. I used to have to clean it out with a dang razor. You gonna hear all my dog stories by the time them police show up.
We want to make sure the pictures have been destroyed because he has no right to take any pictures of anything that goes on inside our shop unless he's been entering the shop, and he hasn't. So he just wants to scaring customers away, putting a camera by the window, and he has no right to do that. I mean, he could film in public. Well, he's putting his camera up to the window and watching everything we're doing inside. He's also been videotaping us. We've had to close the blinds, and we have dogs that are scared. He's coming up to the window.
Is there any reason why?
He's sick. The guy is sick. He's been trying to videotape. No, we don't know who he is. I have pictures of him, so he better never come back again. But this guy is sick.
What's going on?
Hey, not much. How you doing?
All right. What is there any reason? Are you filming inside the building?
Oh, just a bunch of stuff here.
Yeah, cameras are everywhere
Just a
now,
bunch of
right?
stuff for my fishing show.
I can't hear you.
But this is all new, like me
show.
streaming walking streams. That's all new. People don't know
fish
that.
inside. You know that, right?
You got other animals though.
You've seen
Right.
other
That's not your right
streamers
to
where they
take
stream
pictures
people
there.
and they
Like,
don't want to
go
be on
your
film.
fishing hole down the street and get away from our building.
Sure, it'll
I
happen
couldn't
to
catch no
me.
fish. I might as well lean back on them
Yeah,
dollars.
there's
now.
Probably your terrible
Cameras
personality
everywhere.
attitude. So why don't you leave?
I ain't got nothing to do. It's a tide. It's a low tide out
Yeah,
there.
it's all
so I ain't
new.
catching
People,
things.
they
The
don't
fish
know
I have
about,
a
like,
lively personality.
You
so.
can film in public if you want, but people don't know that. They don't like it, right?
I'm just confused. What do you?
Yeah, out there's taking too far. Like this guy, this is what he's doing.
Yeah.
No, he's being a troll about it.
Doesn't he have a right to film us?
Yeah, I mean, if he's bothering customers coming in and out, though, he can be arrested for disorderly conduct, blocking the sidewalk, stuff like that. But I don't really, he can film in public.
Is there a reason you're bothering this gentleman?
Oh, I wasn't bothering. Yeah.
I mean, obviously you're bothering him.
No, I'm not. He came out to get bothered. Yeah.
Because you're filming his business, so.
Yeah, it's chill.
Is there a reason?
Oh, no, I just for my fishing show.
What's that to do with fishing?
Well, I just got done fishing. Hey, now we all laugh. Now we're all friends here. Now we're good, right?
No,
we can pay
Get lost.
Come on, now we're all friends.
No, we're not.
I saw that smile.
No, because you're insane. That's why. That's why I'm laughing. You have no business being here.
All right,
Find
let's be
something else
insane
to-
than sane.
Why don't you get a job or something, bro?
I don't want to have. I'm gonna have a manager like you coming out micromanaging and calling the police on me for nothing.
I think I did, but it's unfortunately they can't do anything about it yet.
Exactly.
Like I said, I mean, he can film, he can film in public. That's not an issue. If he comes inside the building, here's the thing: if he's blocking people from leaving your establishment,
We can't even work here. We have to jam things up against the window because he's got his camera up against the window.
Those blinds closed?
They don't close all the way. No, they only close 3/4 of the way down. So,
Do you have anything you can put like in the window?
No, we don't have anything. We usually don't have crazy people like this. No. We usually
How long has this been going on?
Today. I don't know, but the other day. I think it was just today. But I don't know why he doesn't want to leave. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the bar's open. You know, if you want to go to the bar.
You want to come with me and we get an old fashioned together?
Yeah, I'll meet you there.
Well, how about we walk together?
No, I don't think so.
I don't trust you. You gonna meet me there?
For a fishing I mean, he can film in public. The issue is that, I don't know, like, as long as he's not blocking entrances or
Our problem is
your customers.
He's putting his camera up to the window and videotaping what we're doing inside. That's not for him to do. I don't know what he's going to do with it. I mean, we can't even block the windows.
That's
with
not
animals that are scared in there because he's pressing his face against the glass. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Oh, I thought you were talking to me for a secing. I thought we started fresh.
No, I was talking to a human being.
I'm a human being too. Unless I catch so many fish you thought it was a fish because I smell like fish.
Well, like I said, if he's blocking public access to the sidewalk to your establishment.
I mean, we have better things to do than babysit this clown out here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I wish I had better advice. I mean, if you can get some blackout lines or something.
We never had to do this because
the property owner allows it, yeah.
I don't know.
And like I said, like courthouses and police stations, there's like the lobby, they say that's public.
Like I said,
but yeah, you can't go past that. That's private property.
He's got the right to film. It's unfortunate what he's doing is not illegal. Well, I can't stop.
I thought they're not allowed to film people, or unless you have their authority.
I thought that too. I'm learning right now too. I'm learning with you.
You could film in public.
I mean, we've always had the couple of people that walk around out here, the usuals. But
Yeah.
Not usually somebody that doesn't want to leave.
I'm an unusual usual.
Yeah, he's just a nuisance out here. Yeah, for sure.
Just don't. But like I said, just don't engage. Maybe there is an issue with people getting inside or something like that. If somebody complains, let's know. That'll be different.
Should we aim with a dap and on a positive note? a little flick off over here. I mean, they got bull sharks, they got hammerheads. You never know what's in that channel. You just gotta be careful. You can catch sharks from the beach, honestly. You just toss them in the sand. Next thing you know, you got a big shark on the line. He's over there impressing his mate. You got a female trying to impress, so he ostracizing the monkey. And hype himself up, make him seem like normal, make him seem like the alpha male that's in charge around here. And the alpha male can mate with her later. He's trying to have sex with her. It's turned from a fishing show to a monkey show. Turned into a damn primate show. I start talking about fishing, end up talking about monkeys. Catch some little minnows for bait. It's more for bait though.
Keep it up, you have the freedom of press.
We should come back another day.
Yeah, we will. We have all corruption, cops, judges, anything was for sale.
Can film the owners, yeah.
Joel, I like literally just had it in my hands. Like, you gave it back to me, right? I let you hit my jewel and then you gave it back to me. You didn't take it, did you? You wouldn't do that to me. It's not okay. Where's my jewel? Where's my jewel? That's not cool. Where's my jewel? Is that it? Right there? Behind the couch? It's not. Where's my jewel?
It's a blue, if we only knew the you that we know.
And that silly little creature isn't wearing his ring.
And she doesn't play piano,
Or dance.
or sing.
No,
she doesn't compare.
But she still breathes there.
Who cares? Unimportant.
Overrated.
Overblown. If only he could see how special you can be. If he only knew the you that we know.
Come live with us in the palace. There's a room waiting for you. Come on, just let us adore you.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
I'm a Barbie girl.
Hold your breath. Make a wish. Count to 3.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination.
Hiya, Bobby.
Hi, dear.
You wanna go for a ride?
Sure, kid.
Jump in.
I'm a Bobby girl in a Bobby world. Like it's fantastic. It's fantastic. You can twist my hair. I lift me everywhere. Imagination, that is your creation. So Barbie, let's go party. I'm a Bobby girl in a Bobby world. Like it's fantastic. It's fantastic. You can twist my hair. I lift me everywhere. Imagination, that is your creation. I'm a Bobby.
You should do that one, Amanda. That Chucky one.
Waiting for you. Come on, just let us adore you.
Yeah, the lobby, yeah.
Hold your breath. Make a wish. Count to 3.
And I've seen with that guy. His name's Tua Pre. He was filming at a police station and they actually arrested him. I don't know if there was charges laid or not. You know, I'm sure there wasn't because he wasn't doing anything wrong, but they did. They arrested him.
You wanna go for a ride?
Sure can.
Jump in.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, that is your creation.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
I'm a flashy girl in the fantasy world.
Not your Barbie girl, I'm living in my own world. I am plastic, call me classic. You can't touch me there, you can't touch my body unless I say so. Ain't your Barbie, no. I'm just an average man with an average life.
Yeah, that's what they say because you pay taxes, right? It's funded by the public, taxpayers.
Hold your breath. Make a wish. Count to 3.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination.
Hey, Bobby.
Hi, Ken.
You wanna go for a ride?
Sure can.
Jump in.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, that is your creation.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
I'm a flashy girl in the fantasy world.
Not your Barbie girl, I'm living in my own world. I am plastic, call me classic. You can't touch me there, you can't touch my body unless I say so. Ain't your Barbie, no.
Hey, Bobby.
Hi, Ken.
You wanna go for a ride?
Sure can.
Jump in.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, that is your creation.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
I'm a flashy girl in the fantasy world.
Not your Barbie girl, I'm living in my own world. I am plastic, call me classic. You can't touch me there, you can't touch my body unless I say so. Ain't your Barbie, no. In my average home, but why do I always feel like I'm in the twilight zone?
Alright, Trail Dog. Thank you very much for stopping by. It's nice to see you. Hope you have a good time tonight. The storm's not too bad. Alright, thanks for stopping by. Have a good night.
Hey, Bobby.
Hi, Ken.
You wanna go for a ride?
Sure can.
Jump in.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, that is your creation.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
I'm a flashy girl in the fantasy world.
Not your Barbie girl, I'm living in my own world. I am plastic, call me classic. You can't touch me there, you
10:50 there, OM. Yeah, it's 10:50 here too. OM, did you figure out your volume? Can you hear us? Maybe it's your Bluetooth. Still got your Bluetooth on.
Say my name.
I don't know your name.
Well, I can't say it.
How about a game of charades?
Yes, let's play it.
2 words.
Right.
Second word. Drink.
No.
Beverage.
No.
Wine.
No.
Juice.
Yes.
Okay. First word.
Okay.
Bug.
No.
Ant.
Close but no.
Beetle.
Yes.
Beetle juice.
Wow, I'm impressed. And all you gotta do is say my name 3 times. 3 times in a row. It must be spoken unbroken. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Beetlejuice.
Yes.
Beetlejuice.
Yes. Oh, this is gonna be so good.
What? You're so smart. A stand-up roll. I'll bring about your offer. Let you know. But
The abundance of krill attracts other visitors to the peninsula in the summer. Antarctic minke whales. Their pointed heads and short dorsal fins give them speed and endurance. And they need both.
Sunfish! What it do?
There are other whales here too.
Hope you're having a good night.
Killers.
I haven't seen you go live recently.
This is an extended family of mothers and their young. And a male with a huge
You had a good scene the
dorsal
last
fin,
time. You're showing off your
almost
chickens.
2 meters high. A lone minke whale. It's just what this group of killer whales are looking for. Working as a team, as they have done for decades, they fan out across the strait in search of their quarry. And they found it. The minke races away, pursued by outriders on each flank.
Yeah, even going fishing? I remember you did a fishing stream a couple months ago. I seen
Terrified, the minke heads for the shore.
Your friend caught a turtle.
It's so desperate to escape, it almost beaches itself. It makes a desperate break for freedom. Hours and 20 miles later, the minke is still alive and swimming strongly. Its only real defense is its endurance. But the killers work as a team, with fresh ones replacing the outriders in relays. And as the minke tires, the battering and the biting begins. Seabirds are attracted by the smell of fresh blood rising from the water. Killers try to flip the minke over. If they can manage to keep its blowhole underwater, it will drown. One forces the minke's whole body down below the surface. And then the final strike. The team drag the minke under for the last time, and the hunters finally can feed. A giant, prehistoric-looking bird. A shoebill. Standing well over a meter tall, she roams these swamps, trying to catch catfish. Not exactly what she was after. Deeper into the swamp lies the reason for all this fishing. This chick is just 3 weeks old and a little bit wobbly on its feet. Its vast bill means it has trouble balancing. It won't be able to fly or even walk properly for several weeks. It's entirely reliant on its parents for food and water. There is also a smaller chick who isn't doing so well. The larger chick pesters its mother for a drink. While she goes off to fetch water, it reveals a dark side to the relationship with its nestmate. It's 3 days older than the other chick and has always won the race for food and attention. This is more than just a scrap between two siblings. As their mother returns, she sees what the larger chick has done. The smaller chick seeks its mother's comfort. But she has already made her choice. Only her firstborn will get a drink. This is going to be the end of the road for a lot of salmon. These bears are really hungry. They haven't tasted salmon for 10 months, and the big males battle for the best fishing spots. The longer the salmon take over their journey upstream, the weaker they become. And these falls present them with their biggest challenge yet. Although the falls aren't very tall, the bears hold the high ground. The salmon make short, exploratory leaps to see where the bears are. But they don't always get it right. This mother bear has been waiting months for this moment. Competition is fierce for these first salmon, even between the mother and her own cubs. More and more fish arrive at the foot of the falls. Eventually, they have to go for it, regardless of the danger. But numbers are on their side. For every salmon that gets caught, hundreds make it past the bears. Even when more sea lions arrive, they can't seem to break down the sardines' coordinated defenses. With a shoal this big, the sea lions need to isolate a smaller, more manageable group of fish. But with so few predators, the fish still have the advantage. All the sea lions can do is keep the sardines at the surface and wait for others to join them. Their arrival changes everything. Tuna attacked from below, cutting off the sardines' escape route down to deeper water. Next to appear shearwaters. Excellent flyers, but also surprisingly agile underwater. With so many predators attacking from all sides, the advantage starts to shift away from the sardines. As the fish pack ever tighter, their shoaling strategy now makes it easier for the hunters. Copper sharks. They've scented blood in the water. Surprisingly, perhaps, the predators never attack one another. They work together to corral the ball of fish, taking turns to grab a mouthful. Common dolphins. As the shoal gets ever smaller, each sardine scrambles desperately to hide in the middle. But now there's no escape. A brooder's whale finishes off the feast. Tons of sardines devoured in less than an hour. There will be no easy meals on this island. Walruses are the largest seals in the world. They weigh over a ton and are armed with tusks a meter long. Exhausted from his swim, the bear must regain his strength. The next day, a sea fog shrouds the island. The walruses sense that they're in danger.
I'm Jeremy Griffith. For the last 40 years, I've dedicated my career as a biologist to understanding and explaining the human condition. Our very physiology has been driving our behaviour, which ranges from incredible acts of love to unimaginable violence and horror. But we can finally provide the scientific explanation for why this is, and through that understanding of the human condition, we can free ourselves of all the guilt and uncertainty, and in turn transform ourselves and the world. In this short video, I'll explain the core ideas of the human condition and why up until now others have failed to offer true solutions. I will help prepare you for the confronting realities and the resulting transformation that will most wonderfully end all the suffering and conflict in the world. The great philosopher Plato was among the first to explore the human condition. And over 2,000 years later, his writings are still relevant. He put forward the idea that all of humankind lives in a cave, hiding from the truth that is the human condition. In his analogy, the fire that blocks the exit of the cave is the searing, painful light of I'm Jeremy Griffith. For the last 40 years, I've dedicated my career as a biologist to understanding and explaining the human condition. Our very physiology has been driving our behaviour, which ranges from incredible acts of love to unimaginable violence and horror. But we can finally provide the scientific explanation for why this is. And through that understanding of the human condition, we can free ourselves of all the guilt and uncertainty, and in turn transform ourselves and the world. In this short video, I'll explain the core ideas of the human condition and why up until now others have failed to offer true solutions. I will help prepare you for the confronting realities and the resulting transformation that will most wonderfully end all the suffering and conflict in the world. The great philosopher Plato was among the first to explore the human condition. And over 2,000 years later, his writings are still relevant. He put forward the idea that all of humankind lives in a cave, hiding from the truth that is the human condition. In his analogy, the fire that blocks the exit of the cave is the searing, painful light of truth, which is a light we naturally fear because it makes the unbearable imperfections of human life visible. So we hide deeper and deeper within the darkness of the cave. Now, this is a perfect representation of the human condition. It shows that truth can only exist outside the cave. And because our entire existence has been spent sheltered within, everywhere you look you will find nothing but a great mountain of lies, determined efforts to deny and evade the existence of the human condition. So instead of truth, false biological excuses such as that we have savage animal instincts within us and unfounded feel-good explanations have been pushed, each with its own ulterior motive. So what is the human condition and how are we to truthfully explain and solve it? Basically, when we humans developed a fully conscious mind some 2 million years ago, a battle unavoidably developed between it and our already established instincts. And the result of this conflict between our instinct and intellect was that we became psychologically defensive, angry, alienated, and egocentric, which is the upset state we refer to as the human condition. But now that we can explain and understand this conflict, all those insecure, defensive behaviours are made obsolete, brought to an end, and we free ourselves from the human condition. The easiest way to understand this tragic conflict within us and its solution is to apply our situation to another species. So imagine a stork. We'll call him Adam. Each summer, he instinctively migrates north with the other storks to breed. As he has no conscious mind, he doesn't think about or question his behaviour. He just follows what his instincts tell him to do. But what if we give him a large brain capable of conscious thought? Adam will start to think for himself, but many of his new ideas will not be consistent with his instincts. While migrating north with the other storks, Adam notices an island full of apple trees. He makes a conscious decision to divert from his migratory path and explore the island, which is his first grand experiment in self-adjustment. But when Adam's instincts realise he has strayed, they criticise his deprogrammed behaviour and dogmatically try to pull him back on his original course. In effect, they condemn him as being bad. Imagine the turmoil Adam will experience. He can't go back to simply following his instincts. His instinctive orientations to the migratory flight path were acquired over thousands of generations of natural selection, but those orientations are not understandings. Since his conscious mind requires understanding through experimentation, inevitably a war is going to break out with his instincts. And ideally, At that point, Adam's conscious mind would sit down and explain to his instincts why he's defying them. He would explain that the gene-based natural selection process only gives species instinctive orientations to the world, whereas the nerve-based conscious mind, which he's now using, which is able to make sense of cause and effect, needs understanding of the world to operate. And of course, Adam doesn't have this self-understanding. He's only just begun his search for knowledge. In fact, he's not even aware what the problem actually is. He simply started to feel that he's bad, even evil. So tragically, while searching for understanding, three things unavoidably happened. Adam defensively retaliates against the criticism. He tries to deny it and block it out of his mind. And he desperately seeks any reinforcement he can find to relieve himself of the negative feelings. He has become angry, alienated, and egocentric, which is the psychologically upset state we call the human condition. Adam's intellect, or ego, and ego is just another word for the intellect, since I think it's the concise Oxford Dictionary defines ego as the conscious thinking self. So Adam's intellect, or ego, became centered or focused on the need to justify itself. And Adam became egocentric, selfishly preoccupied, aggressively competing for opportunities to prove he's good and not bad, to validate his worth, to get a win, to essentially eke out any positive reinforcement that would bring him some relief from the criticism and some sense of worth. He unavoidably became self-preoccupied or selfish and aggressive and competitive. Basically, suffering psychological upset was the price we conscious humans had to pay for our heroic search for understanding. In the words of the song, The Impossible Dream from the musical The Man of La Mancha, we had to be prepared to march into hell for a heavenly cause. We had to lose ourselves to find ourselves. We had to suffer becoming angry, alienated, and egocentric until we found sufficient knowledge to explain ourselves. The biblical story of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden accurately describes the primary situation involved in our human condition, of the psychologically upsetting battle that emerged between our instincts and our conscious intellect search for knowledge. It says Adam and Eve took the fruit from the tree of knowledge and were disobedient. In other words, we developed a conscious mind and free will. But in that pre-scientific story, it says Adam and Eve then became sinful, and as a result were banished from our species' Garden of Eden state of original innocence for having become evil. Whereas in this scientific presentation, it says, no, that story gets it all wrong. Adam and Eve are actually the heroes of the whole story of life on earth, because surely the conscious mind is nature's greatest invention, and to be given the task of searching for understanding while the whole world's condemning you was the hardest and toughest of tasks, because that condemnation was universal. All the other innocent stalks are condemning the search for knowledge, and since all of nature, the rain, the clouds, the trees, other animals, are all associated with our original instinctive self, the whole world in effect ganged up on Adam and Eve, i.e. us humans. And yet all the time we were good and not bad. But we couldn't explain why, but now at last we can. Our species has lived with the human condition for some 2 million years, which is the probable time we have been conscious. And it's taken tremendous courage to withstand the relentless criticism from our instincts. But finally, the knowledge that science has given us of the difference between instinctive orientations and conscious understandings allows us to explain that we didn't deserve this criticism, that we conscious humans are good and not bad after all. And significantly, now that we're able to understand from scientific first principles that upset is not an evil, worthless, bad state, but an immensely heroic state, we can know that while all humans are inevitably variously upset from their different encounters with humanity's epic search to find knowledge, ultimately for self-knowledge, understanding of the human condition, All humans are equally good. Everyone is variously angry, egocentric and alienated, but everyone is good, and not just good, but a hero of the story of life on Earth. So no longer do we have to rely on dogmatic assertion that all men are created equal purely on the basis that it's a self-evident truth, as the United States Declaration of Independence asserts, because we can now explain, understand, and know that the equality of goodness of all humans is a fundamental truth. We can now understand why everyone is equally worthy, and that no one is superior or inferior. Indeed, through this understanding, the whole concept of good and bad disappears from our conceptualization of ourselves. Yes, and best of all, through this clarifying insight, all our psychologically defensive, angry, alienated, and egocentric behavior, which has been destroying both ourselves and our world, is obsoleted, made redundant. We are redeemed. The great burden of guilt has been lifted from the human race, and that old, insecure, upset life that went with it is over, which means we go from living with the trauma of the human condition to living free of it. I mean, you could say that, and in the nick of time, we humans have won the race between self-destruction and self-understanding. I want to mention that there have been many thinkers throughout history who have, like Moses in his Garden of Eden story, recognized that the human condition is a result of us humans becoming conscious and at odds with our species' particular cooperative and loving Edenic moral instincts. But as I said, it wasn't until science revealed the difference between instinctive orientations and conscious understandings that we were finally in a position to explain that humans are actually good and not bad. The instinct versus conscious intellect explanation of the human condition is actually very obvious. And it shows just how wrong the excuse is that we are competitive and aggressive because we have savage animal instincts. I present a short history of the many thinkers who have recognized the true instinct versus intellect elements involved in the human condition in the next video and essay number 4. Also, you can read a detailed explanation of what instincts and consciousness actually are in paragraphs 247 to 248 of Freedom. As you work through this material, expect to find some extremely confronting revelations. There'll be times where you may feel it's easier to go back to denying the human condition rather than facing it. We've been hiding in Plato's cave of denial and evasion for so long that when the blinds are sort of suddenly drawn, as it were, that liberating explanation of our condition, that revealing light, can be overpowering as the dishonesty and all the horrible truths of humankind are exposed all at once. But there is an immensely relieving and easy way of coping with the arrival of this liberating understanding. As I emphasized, once we know that our angry, alienated and egocentric condition is finally explained and defended, there's no longer any need to continue with it. With this knowledge in place, it would be irresponsible to continue along that old road. There's an unburdened life waiting for all of us outside the cave in the warm, relieving sunlight, free of the human condition. Now that you have a slightly better understanding of the human condition and what to expect, I urge you to continue with it. Everything you need to know is in my book Freedom, which you can download free on this website, or you can order a printed copy from Amazon. We have also set up the World Transformation Movement, which is a non-profit organization offering free support, and context and community for everyone. The human condition has caused unmentionable suffering and held us back as a species for millions of years. It's time to take our power back and start living to our species' fabulous, real potential and transform the world.
Your world record attempt. Best of luck. Welcome to the XL Arena here in the heart of East London for a very special challenge. Today, 2 Formula E drivers are going to duel it out in an attempt to break the world indoor land speed record and in the process, set a brand new Guinness World Record right here on the iconic start-finish line of the London E-Prix. The drivers have a little over 230 metres to beat the current record of 165.2 kilometres an hour. But it's not just about reaching that straight line speed. You need to be able to stop before you run out of track. Formula E is a sport built on drivers battling right down to the line. In a venue unlike any other, with a car tweaked to leave all of its energy on the track, that's the formula for a very special kind of competition. A world record breaking duel. And this is the car they'll be doing it in, the Gen Beta, an evolution of the Gen 3 car. This car has been specifically designed to push the boundaries of EV performance and break records. The team has been testing all year, making alterations to make this car as fast as it can possibly be. Formula E have unlocked the front powertrain, providing all-wheel drive for the first time in a Formula E car, alongside a raise in power output from 350 kilowatts to 400 kilowatts. Sabic have designed and produced 3D printed front wing end plates to reduce weight and optimize aerodynamics. And Hankook have created all new softer tyres to maximize grip with the car's improved acceleration. Everything they learn from pushing this innovative car is going to feed back into the development of future Formula E cars.
Yeah, good. Nice to meet you. Jake, nice to meet you, mate.
Nice to meet you, man. Good to meet you.
Yeah, I knew, mate.
It's like a bucket list, honestly, to say I've met you, honestly. Yeah.
Awesome, thank you.
The drivers are not alone in this challenge. We've got the one and only, the world's strongest man, and a man who's no stranger to Guinness World Records. We've got Eddie Hall, of course, and we've got a woman who knows more about cars than Einstein knew about gravity. Supercar Belonte.
Wow.
How are we doing?
That was a good intro, I like that.
We try. How are we feeling?
Good.
Very good.
Confident.
Excited.
Because I'm not the one driving, so
That
I'm
is-
feeling quite confident.
It's a bonus. It's a bonus. We've got the best seats in the house. Are we going to break a record?
Yeah, 100%.
It's going to get broken, 100%. I think...
By how much? That's the big question. I can hear tinkering. I think it's time to go watch the world record get broken.
Let's do it.
Each driver has 3 practice runs, but only 1 attempt to break the world record. Up first is Jake Hughes.
That's the first practice.
That's the first practice.
You think he's going to get quicker or slower?
I think he's going to get a little bit quicker.
Let's do a bet. Let's guess.
Higher. 216.
2:15.5.
220. I think he's getting grips with the car now.
Oh, 2:15.5. And you think you know cars? I didn't feel like he came around the corner quite as smoothly as the first one.
Trying to go on power as early as possible to have a good exit. But if you go on power a bit too much or too early, and then you lose actually speed.
Okay, here we go. Final practice run. Oh, he's flying. That felt quick. That felt quick. 2:17.65.
Again. That's quick.
Now
That's
he's
quick.
nervous.
That's quick.
Lucas. It was all confidence and all smart.
2:17.6 is quick. Let's see if we can repeat now in the valid one.
This is when it all counts. Wow. This is looking quick. It's looking quick. It's looking quick. Oh, it's a 2:18.71.
Nice. Easy.
Woo! He now has the world record, the world indoor land speed record. Jake Hughes.
Easy.
Look at this. There's no respite here. I've been watching it. Lucas is getting.
What we're saying, Lucas? 225. 225.
Big words.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Good luck, man.
Good luck.
You can do it.
Let's do it.
We hope.
Mega. New world record for the moment, right? Until Lucas tries to beat it, right?
Oh, here he comes. Here we go. A 2:16.87.
I think that's done. I think that's it.
You think he's going to get it?
Yeah, I think that's done.
The award for the shortest.
Cheers, guys. See you later. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
What is he doing? Heating up the tyres. He's taking this very seriously. He's looking quick. This one.
Still got it.
How you feeling?
He's warming tyres. Have you seen this? He's like... I didn't think I was that bothered. I've got to be honest.
Now you're bothered.
Now I'm bothered now. I'm up here. Is this... What's it? It's
one more practice and then it's the real deal.
Sweated.
Interesting way to come out. Oh, back end came out a little bit.
That's
He's giving it. You reckon? You reckon? That's the last practice. It's so tight.
That is neck and neck, man.
It's so tight.
Wow.
Congratulations,
Thank you. Record holder.
I mean, that's mate.
Well done.
You are. I've got to be honest, I was coming here today and I thought it'd be cool to get a world record, but I didn't really deep it that much. Now I'm here, I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing.
Jake, you are officially a world record holder, as you can see. 2:18.71. How'd you feel?
I was stressed. And now this is like one of the best feelings I've ever had. When he started weaving, I thought, oh, this is done. This is done, right? He's weaving. He's taking it far too seriously. Honestly, I don't know why I had so much relief. It felt like I just crossed the line winning the World Championship.
Well, I'd like to thank you all for stopping by tonight. I had a really good time. It's nice to see some of you old faces. Scuff Frank. Thank you, sir. OM. It's always a pleasure. Trixie. Trail Dog. Sunfish. Really means a lot that you took time out of your day to come and stop by and chat. I hope to see you all soon. Alright, have a good night.